Welcome back to Pokemon White 2 Let's Play Retrospective. We escaped through this canalization using an escape rope. Sadly I couldn't find a drill bur and almost killed myself. I tried to remedy by getting an EV, but the encounter rate in that small area is so low. It is almost impossible to get it. Let's heal up. We can try it again. Oh no, who is that? Thank you. Geonet, that's great. Don't care about it. So yeah, you can get an EV. EV can evolve in 7 different Pokemon, but getting, I think Leafeon you can get if we can try getting an Leafeon. I never used an Leafeon in the in-game round. Forget about Glaceon, you not getting a Glaceon. It's really difficult to get to the area where that Pokemon is accessible. Let's talk about some in-game performances for, of the evolutions. I have no idea, but I assume Jolteon and Vaporeon are amazing, just like Espeon. Espeon may be handy if you, and Espeon and Umbreon may be handy if you want to catch a specific Pokemon at a specific, with a specific nature. So usually they can act as a fodder Pokemon and battle reliant Pokemon, and there's sadly no max repel, so we're not going to purchase any. Yeah, might as well tackle the gym leader, there's not much we can do. The evolutions got a buff with the Drain World, some of them. Let's start with one of the most broken one, Vaporeon. Vaporeon obviously has Water Absorb. Even with Water Absorb it is decent because it has lots of HP and Wish, which if you have max HP and then pass half of its HP heals pretty much any Pokemon. Protect, Toxic, and you can run if you want to run Scald and it gets burned. Scald, Toxic, Roar to make your force your opponent to switch out, and Burn and Toxic morph Pokemon. Nothing wants to switch into Vaporeon because it's either going to get burned or toxic, or maybe yours truly Krogant wants to switch into Vaporeon, but not many others. Yeah, and Roar to force your opponent to switch out, but the hidden ability is what makes Vaporeon more impressive, because Rain is permanent and it gets hydration from the Dream World. You can run rest and effectively give it a full recovery almost every turn whenever you want it, and heal from itself from status, so you don't even need to run Heal Bell support for it. And it can pretty much go for the offensive if you want. Just slap Hydro Pump, 110 special attack is nothing to sneeze at. Not many things can switch into it. You can run Shadow Ball to get rid of Jellicent. You can run Ice Beam to get rid of the mighty dragons. So Vaporeon really good this generation. And Espeon gets from the Dream World Magic Bounce. So if your opponent sets hazards, they are bounced back. So it's an effective switch that can be used to punish hazard setters of your opponent. It can bounce even some other something like Taunt. It's really effective in Bottom Pass teams, and one of the reasons Bottom Pass got banned. Obviously you can use it as a sweeper if you want, Calm Mind, Psychic or Psyshock, which allows it to use its special attack to punish physically the special walls like Ballisty. Shadow Ball, obviously I mentioned it twice I think. And don't know if it learns Signal Beam. You will probably run Hidden Power Fire to get rid of Ferrostorm, because Shadow Ball doesn't hit it neutrally this generation. And don't remember much what Espeon can learn. Bottom Pass obviously, which, yeah, someone hits hatching from there. So if Espeon definitely a Pokemon highly recommended to be run. It's finally not outclassed by Alakazam. We will talk about Alakazam later. Flareon didn't get anything of noteworthy. Even with Sun support, its best physical attack is Fire Fang, not Flare Blitz yet. So what people do is just use the defensive Lava Plume set in RU. Not even. That's a small niche, but better than nothing, I guess. It didn't get. It get a small buff with Flame Charge, allowing it to patch up its speed and to be threatening a bit offensively. So you can run, Flame Charge and Fire Fang, Superpower, and maybe Baton Pass to swap the boost to something else. From the Dream World it got Guts, but since Flareon can't be burned, you rely on using Toxic Orb, or you are that guy and try a rest Tox set, which is completely unreliable, so you rely on luck and hope you hit with the right attacks even if they are 1.5 times stronger. So it can use Facade, because Flareon has definitely a space in its set for a normal type move. Or it can learn Quick Attack, so maybe not really the best Pokemon and not the first choice I would consider for my team. Let's go this way. The next thing is Jolteon. Jolteon this generation, insane. It's super fast already. It has good special attack, I think as strong as Vaporeon. So but sadly it doesn't get rain boost, but it does benefit from rain because it's an electric type, and obviously it learns Thunder, so nothing wants to switch into accurate Thunder from one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. So it hits really, really hard. And obviously Baton Pass is there, Shadow Ball is there, and you can run Hidden Power Ice for the Bolt Beam coverage, and you have one of my favorite things, Volt Switch, so it can pivot into a better Pokemon if it's outmatched, unless that Pokemon is Dark Trios and it's completely Stone Bolt. If you use a choice spec set, so be careful. But Jolteon definitely a Pokemon that benefited from this generation's shift. It used to be a favorite. I don't know how it's currently in the meta game, since people still play Generation 5 competitive, and a lot of things have changed and I'm not fully aware of these changes that happened. Next, let's talk about Umbreon. Umbreon from the Dream World gets Inner Focus, so it's useless. It doesn't have the Intimidate benefit yet, but it did get a small buff, besides the Wish buff, where it can transfer massive HP to another Pokemon. It can also learn fall play, because Umbreon has terrible offensive stats. You don't need Curse to boost up. You can boost up your opponent with what is it called? With Swagger, and then punish them with fall play. I think it's decent in fall play, paralysis, and cheese sets. It usually doesn't die, so you can find ways to make it useful. Let's see how much this leaf storm, leaf tornado does. This one didn't have study, so we got lucky, but now we have this Pokemon as a problem. Yes, certainly I would recommend using Umbreon. In UU it's definitely a good Pokemon. It will usually also spread Toxic, and Heal will support your team. What else do you have? Let's talk about, we talked about also Gen 1 and Gen 2 evolutions, so what's left are the last generation ones. Oh, we are already at the top. Against Bugsy, I hope we can... This is not Bugsy, that's someone else. I forgot this. Burgh. The last evolutions that really benefited from the Dream World are Leafeon and Glaceon. Leafeon gets Chlorophyll, so its normal ability is Leaf Guard, which is completely useless despite sounding great, having status immunity if the sun shines. But that way it can't abuse Rest like Vaporeon does to fully heal it. So people would rather use the Chlorophyll set, because some teams can appear, and if some teams appear you rather want the speed. Sword Dance, Quick Attack, Leaf Blade, Bottom Pass are usual sets. It doesn't get really good coverage, so it's rather disappointing evolution. In some sense still better than Flareon, even if Grass is pretty bad. Your last option is Glaceon, which normally would be the worst evolution because it's a slow ice type. But if it hails, it has competition in that role, but it has Ice Body from the Dream World, so it gets much harder to kill because it heals each turn, and Blizzard is 100% from 130 special attacks. That hits really hard. Not many things want to switch into Glaceon. Now what else do you have? Oh yeah, it rock polish, that's why it's faster. Dwebble, we didn't talk about Dwebble, did we? We will talk about Dwebble later, because we may see it once more. Did we really see no Dwebble in our previous run? I should have boosted on the weaker Pokemon in this battle. It's really bulky, it took that attack quite well. Let's switch to Magnezoned. It should wall it and pretty much cold. Let's Thunder Wave here, and I will think about what to do next. Glaceon doesn't have the best coverage. People use Hidden Power Ground on it or Fire. It can learn water pulse as water coverage. Because it's an ice type, I think it learns Freeze Dry, and Water and Freeze Dry have perfect coverage, only walled by Jinx, which is hit by Shadow Ball. So there's that, but Water Pulse has just 60 base power, so it's not the best thing you want to use. Let's go for Thunder Shock here and defeat it. I'm surprised we did this well. So evolutions really benefited from this generation, even if they didn't get this good. A lot of most of them are still not close to top tier, but obviously Jolteon, Vaporeon and Espeon definitely Pokemon you want to have considered to use in your team. Yeah, Espeon does take damage from hazards. It can switch to so many status moves that it's really helpful to have. Oh man, I misclicked here. There were less trainer assists than I expected. I forgot what Dribble evolves to, so we will talk about it after we see its evolution, because we will see its evolution in this run. If I get a max repel or something, I will catch ourselves a Drillbur and we will use one. Or maybe I catch a extra drill. For some reason in the Dust Cloud you see wild Onyxes and we don't want to encounter Onyx. I don't want to use an Onyx. It's so bad. We can fight GAMEFREAK if we want. Let's try out. Let's see. A Drillbur would be nice because if you remember correctly, oh, that's an item. What's that? Revive may come in handy. Now let's battle. What was I thinking right now? There's Morimoto. Right now he has not. It is Generation 5 monkeys, which are bad. Let's one-shot it, if we can. Yeah, we can. If we catch Drillbur, then the Electric Gem will be a piece of cake. I hope they have max repellents the next town. I will backtrack, but I do that off screen so you don't have to see it. As for evolutions, the good thing is you can catch wild Eevees in this game, but the area where you can catch it, the encounter rate is so low that even if you go to the double encounter part of the grass, you will likely not encounter an Eevee anytime soon. You get a hidden ability Eevee in the post game, sadly. It's a gift Eevee, but if you want to use an Eevee, it's a nice thing to do. Let's fight this guy. I forgot I found a grass boosting item here. Okay, let's see. He doesn't want to fight us here, but yeah, I'll show you what I mean. It's a Miracle Seed. Okay. We will also need to find a replacement for Masuda. I don't want to use him. Not only it's weak, and its Golduck is not one of the best Pokemon to use. Sadly, we will have to battle this trainer. Might as well talk to her from this angle. What does she have? Irene is her name, and she has a Drillbur. So let me think. Yes, the bad thing about the Eevee you get, it's always male, so you can't breed yourself bunch of hidden ability EVs, because hidden abilities can only be transferred by the female red down, at least in this generation, sadly. And Ditto can't bypass that. Never use Ditto in breeding these kinds of Pokemon. Ah, Crustle. These are Crustle. A Crustle is a bug rock type with 70 base speed. It has 30 and it has its other abilities are irrelevant. What's more important is that it gets Shell Smash. Shell Smash, Rock Throw, or Rock Blast. It's Rock Blast, which has 25 base power, multi-hitting move, which is great. He sent out a Magnemite. We can just hit it from the special side, whereas that's weaker. Rock Blast, X-Scissor and Earthquake is a fine moveset for it. It's not top tier because it doesn't have the stats to fully take advantage of these moves, and it's set out move. But it's a fine Pokemon, a fine sweeper. I think it made it to RU. It can be really menacing, and it's definitely worth considering using. I don't know if I would recommend it for an in-game run, because he goes for the Gear Grind. What a bad move. We resisted twice, and it doesn't have any other good courage move, I think. Colorist is one of the strongest trainers in the game, and he's really strong. Not right now, but in the post game he is so strong. Defeating him rewards you with another Master Ball. So we may consider taking that offer. Let's just try to survive this for now. Let's go for another Thunderbolt. I'm surprised it takes so long to defeat it. Oh, 25. Mirror Shot. What does Mirror Shot do? Mirror Shot is a special move, so we are going to edit. It's stronger, but it's less likely to hit. Thus we have defeated Colress. Yeah, the Crustle are gone, and we get Protein. We will keep that Protein. It will be handy later on. Can we buy? Let's see what we have here. We can't go from here. Should I defeat these trainers off screen? Oh, she wants to battle. No, I will definitely beat the kids later. What does she have? A Lipod. So we can one-shot it, I think. Oh, I'm paralyzed, so it will attack first. Oh, it goes for this annoying move. Let's see how much Leaf Tony does. Almost one-shotted. And we take some sand damage. I think I will paralyze heal. Oh, the sand took care of it. How convenient. Well done, Lena. Okay, I will use a paralyze heal here. And we will continue and get that item. Where was it, by the way? Let's go like this. There are so many wounds. Oh man, this guy has noticed us. I wonder what Pokemon he has. This game also has quite a lot, or quite a few legendary Pokemon we can catch. And first we need to get rid of the doggo. I hope it doesn't have Intimidate. Doesn't have it. Good. We can probably KO it with our turn. And we did well. What's up next? Sandshrew. We already talked about Sand Slash. And let's wind with it. And it missed because it has Sand Veil. With Sand Veil, it makes it really hard to hit it. And we didn't hit it again. If this continues, we may lose such a broken ability. Like it's purely RNG, no skill required. There's no disadvantage of having that ability. It's probably one of the reasons Garchomp was banned. Where are we now? What does they do? We got some citrus berries. Thanks. What? Monday? What did she say? Every Monday Pokemon fly here from somewhere. Yeah, we need to check it out tomorrow, I guess. If I record this tomorrow night, we can see if I don't forget. Oh, a Robin Roller. Thanks. I didn't expect that. Is there anything else we can go? This lady wants to fight us. Fine. What Pokemon does she use? Dakurama. So it means we have to go for return here. It will give us some attack IVs. Which, it's fine. We are a mixed attack after all. Well done. It's from here. I hope this is something useful, but it isn't. It's like clay, which makes screens last longer, but in game we are not using screens. But if you needed a light clay for your competitive use in this game, so there you have it. Woobat, our favorite Pokemon. Let's kill it. I think I will go for a return here. Considering Pidoof, the awful regional bird of this generation. It's dead. Well, Rachel, maybe you should try using some good Pokemon. Did we go in this building? There are so many buildings here. And we can't enter any of them. What does this kid say? Oh, he wants a Petalite and trade us another combi. Again, like last time. Maybe we try that out. We try out getting another Petalite. This time giving it another name. And if it's again bad nature, we will use it. What does it say? I'm very particular about Pokemon speed. Very particular about attack. That's why do you have a Pokemon whose attack is the same or higher than 174? Okay, if we have something that's that powerful, we can get, I guess, something from this guy. This is where Drillbur will come in. There's an item. Let's try getting it. And it's dig. Decent moves. Definitely worthy teaching our Drillbur once we have it, obviously. I mean, Chino. Yeah, let's kill it. Let's return. It's dead. Let's beat the crap out of this rich kid. Relicanth. We also need something to teach strength too, but I don't want to teach it our starter like the last time. Does it have Sand Rush? Yes, it has Sand Rush. It may speed up, outspeed us, but it doesn't seem like it. He sets up Rock Polish. Work up. How do I keep saying the wrong move? Well done, Kino. You really suck. Thanks for some money. So if we go like this, if we go up here, or should we go down there? Okay, this place is like we always know the desert resort area where normally you would be able to catch Volcarona and Dakurama. Here we can beat her and get some healing shenanigans if we need it. I will clean up some of the trainers here for now. Oh, Cleffer. Cleffer evolves into normal type Clefairy. And that with Moonstone evolves in Clefable. Did Clefable get anything new this generation? Yeah, definitely. It got Unaware from the Dream World, and obviously it still has Magic Guard, which protects it from hazards like Sandstorm, any indirect damage, so you can have it burned and it doesn't have to worry about it. Unaware allows it to ignore the boost of the opponent, so it can set up Calm Mind and pretty much roll all special attackers. Nasty Plot doesn't do anything. Sword Dancers, they have to try getting past the defense that of the traditional way with their hard earned physical attack. So devastating, to say the least. And we are glad we didn't get burned from this mech, reminds me. What does it get? You need to, soft-boiled, you rely on getting it from Generation 3, so soft-boiled and Unaware are incompatible, so you rely on... Can we actually enter here now? It seems like it. Oh. Oh, what's that? He has supernatural powers. Let me think again. Woobat, we one-shot. Closely. Let's go. So you rely on Moonlight to heal your Clefable. Calm Mind sadly doesn't learn any good stab moves to abuse its good special attack, or it's a, for some reason I can attack as ghost type with a normal type move. That happens if you click A the whole time. And we already talked about Pythagoras. It will die to the sandstorm, if not we just wind a bit right now. I don't think we can catch Volcarona here with what we have right now. Oh, who is that Pokemon? It's Sandile. In this here we don't have to worry about Sandstorm, so we one-shot it with our Wind-Up. Let's talk to him and hopefully we get what? Okay, let's try this out. He has Psychic type Pokemon, okay. Yeah, you probably use Clefairy or Clefable as a Wish Passer because it has large HP and Wish to transfer a lot of HP to another Pokemon. Heal Bell, if I remember correctly. Oh, he has a Zigglyph, that's a problem. If you use the Calm Mind, regular Calm Mindset, you have Fire Blast, you have Ice Beam, you have Thunderbolt, Volt Beam coverage, really good, really effective. Don't remember what else Clefable learned. Oh, Focus Blast, but you probably won't use Focus Blast on Clefable. Well done, you have defeated this psychic dude. Let's go like this. And here we don't... Oh, there's only one item. It seems like the sand here has settled. But at least we get something. Jigglypuff, we might as well talk about Wigglytuff this time. Didn't get anything. It got worse this generation. It's so bad it got untiered. Even hidden ability it get Frisk, I think. It's that unmemorable. And it didn't get the stat boost of and fairy typing from generation 6, so probably not the first Pokemon you intend to use this time. What happens if we fall into the ground? Let us get swallowed. So both sand thingies will put us down. But there's a staircase which can allow us to go up here. I will check out if the roasting machine says something. Oh, this thing will give us special attack IVs. In fact, I think I will hard switch into... I will switch into Magnezoned. This thing probably won't do anything to us. And we attack with our new signature move. Oh no, it has light screen, so... we have to rely on Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. That will be a 3-hit kill. Hidden power? What kind of hidden power is that? What is that? Fire or ground? I don't know. Masuda, you have to save us. This thing is going to destroy us. Super effective hidden power. Can you trade me that Silolis? Damn, that was insane. Masuda fainted, so it's not fire, it has to be ground or fighting. Let's finish it off with one return here. Terrifying, indeed. His name is Low. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, if we go... Who is that Pokemon? Oh, it's a ghost. Yamask. It's your mask. I don't want to use that thing in game. So it says we should go down, and left. So it's exactly where we fall off, and it's a hard skill. Let's go out of here. If we have to run away from this mask. What do we do? We run away obviously, but did we use any ghost types? Yes, we did, and the ghost type we used was Ghastly in the Pokemon it's a ground gym. Couldn't that have been something better? I think we heal up first and then we deal with these trainers. I think I might as well just defeat these trainers off screen. I just want to go to the next town as quick as we can. Because what you're gonna do, so hidden items and stuff to find. I don't think there's something that interesting you need to see. Oh, who's that Pokemon? It's a Croc. I think there are a few Pokemon we've missed to there's this cactus, Maractus is the name. It's a bad grass type, but it can have an ability that gives it water immunity, water absorb it's called. But it's outclassed in that role by Dreamworld Cacnea. It has good attacks, bad special speed, but its attack stats are outclassed by Cacturn. So there's no reason to use that thing if you have Cacturn, because both learn spikes, both can be immune to water types. Yeah. Cacnea hits harder from both attacks, has a larger move pool, it's better in every way, there's no niche. It's that Maractus can fill, Cacnea can't. The only thing is that it's a monotype, so and monotype is usually not very beneficial, considering Dark is a really decent type, and later it will be even better. Leaf Blade, and let's upgrade Wind Up. Finally. Was about time. I wish we got it a little bit earlier, considering how little damage we do. Now this is okay, here we can make our own business, but it relies a lot on interacting with other players to get some benefits. You can set up shops to buy items, to let's call it A, doesn't matter what we call this place. It's only if you want to abuse it. Where I would recommend giving a proper name. And the more popular it gets, let's give it everywhere an A. Now we can leave. I don't know how far I upgraded my town before selling my game, but you know, it's fine. So we finally reached the next town. Heal our Pokemon. I will see if we can finally buy some repels. Oh, yeah, this is a item shop. Doesn't have anything we need. And do we have anything here? We want a mixed repel, but we can only buy a super repel, and I think this will do for now. And 5 are enough for now. We just want what is there anything hidden? It seems like it. I'm standing on it. A thunderstone. With this we can evolve our starter. Let's beat up these two from the battle subway. We didn't see them in the last game because it relies on consecutive wins to reach them, and we don't get any experience. And the same goes here. So Ingo and Emmet, they sent out a girder and whatever this Burgh. Let's try all. Let's just leave some here, and maybe this divot will pick it up after we have weakened it. Yeah. Now we can focus on Gurda next. He goes for the stab, wake up slap. But now let's try out our new move, Leaf Blade. Seems like a solid 2-hit KO, but look at that water pulse animation, looks impressive. I don't understand why they upgraded it, but never mind. Imagine they would upgrade double kick in the newer games like that. I think this is a good place to end the recording session for today. I hope you have enjoyed it, and we will see each other next time. Thanks to Rosa for helping us out here. What do we get? What is that? A VS recorder. Okay.